I've been on the ground in Joplin for just a few hours, and the thing that is so hard to wrap your arms around is the sheer mass, the scale of devastation, and how people's lives just crumbled around them in just seconds. If you look over here, you can see somebody's life just ripped apart: air conditioner, bathtub, sofa, there's a mattress over there, washing machine. People living just regular routine Sunday afternoons, and suddenly this devastation. So Adam, this is unbelievable to sit here and watch your own home be destroyed right before your eyes.
Yeah.
What are the emotions you feel as you watch where you've lived just be torn apart?
Yeah, it was 20 years of our life. You know, we worked hard to build this into a very nice home and keep it nice, and as did all the neighbors out here. I think I'm still in shock. You know, so much to try and cope with and comprehend, find a place to live, find stuff. Every time I've walked through this house, in fact, today even, I found 3 or 4 more things I wanted to keep, you know. I've had for 30 years, just laying there on the living room floor.
So you have a lot of history here, history going back 18 plus years.
Right.
You raised a family here?
That we did. Son and a daughter.
And are they sentimental about the house now, or?
Oh, yeah. I can tell, by, at least from my daughter's reaction, is, you know, it was shock. You know, it's hard to believe that the house you grew up in is gone. You know, literally in shambles.
What have you learned from this that you think are important lessons for other people to know?
Well, maintain good insurance on your property and possessions and whatnot. Because of possessions, the insurance guy told me when he first came, he says, you can sit down and do an itemized list of all your personal property and we'll honor it. Or he says, we'll just write you a check for 50% of your coverage. No questions asked. And I got to think, well, with everything else we had to do at the time, I'd take the 50% and be a happy camper, you know.
Tell me what you see for yourself and your wife 90 days from now.
Well, hopefully we'll be settled into the other house and be able to find everything. And then I'll start looking at doing something with this again. She doesn't want to, you know, she came over this morning to dig some plants out to move to the other house. And I could tell when she got back, she does not want to come back unless she has to. The yard was her big thing, and it was immaculate. It was a beautiful yard. And the inside of the house, same way. We were very proud of it. But, you know, that hurts.
These are homes that were spared by the destruction that's as close as a half mile from where I'm standing. Anytime there's a disaster, I have a question for you. Are you prepared? These people can be prepared, and let me tell you something. They are getting prepared because of what they saw their neighbors experience nearby. What do I mean about being prepared? 1, have you checked recently to see if you have adequate insurance coverage on your home? Over time, the cost of reconstructing goes up. If your insurance limits are from long ago, you don't have enough coverage. 2nd, even if you have coverage, if you can't document your possessions, you got a big problem. You should videotape once a year all the things you have. Walk and talk, describe them. If you remember what you paid for them and when you got them, say it and put that in a safe place. And speaking of a safe, I love fire safes for valuable papers. You don't want to do a fire safe? Have a second set, a photocopy, if you will, of your most important papers stored somewhere else, maybe with a relative.